We begin tonight with Facebook's decision to crack down what it calls dangerous individuals and organizations in Canada. Those banned include far-right political commentator Faith Goldy, white nationalist crusader Kevin Goudreau, and various other extremist groups. The social media giant says it doesn't want to be a platform used to spread hate. Faith Goldy's removal has been drawing the most attention and could be seen as a clear statement of intent moving forward. Her far-right nationalist views are well known. She was fired from the far-right rebel media in 2017 after enthusiastically taking part in a neo-Nazi podcast. Immigration Minister Ahmed Hussein applauded the decision this afternoon.
Hatred has consequences. Individuals and groups and organizations that promote hatred, that attack people simply because of who they are, have no place in our society. The Supreme Court of Canada has consistently said that hate speech is not protected speech. It doesn't serve any useful purpose, and it is a fuel to the violence that we've seen in many parts of the world, including right here in Canada.
The CBC's Karina Roman has more on the users being removed by Facebook.
The list of who Facebook is banning includes far-right political commentator Faith Goldy, white nationalist Kevin Goudreau, and extremist groups such as the Canadian Nationalist Front, Aryan Strike Force, the Wolves of Odin, and Soldiers of Odin. Their pages have already disappeared from Facebook. Facebook says it also intends to remove content affiliated with those banned, like linked pages and groups. The company is doing this under its Dangerous Individuals and Organizations Community Standards policy. Democratic Institutions Minister Karina Gould welcomed the move.
Facebook is enforcing their terms of service, and that is what we welcome. These are platforms where people can and should be able to share their views, and we're not saying that that should not be the case. However, in Canada, when it comes to hate speech, when it comes to inciting violence, those are things that we don't accept out on the street corner. We shouldn't accept them on platforms either.
Facebook's announcement comes just as British regulators released a proposal for penalties for social media companies that don't do enough to stop the spread of online hate. New Democrat MP Nathan Cullen says European countries are getting more results from Facebook because they are legislating regulations. Cullen argues today's Canadian ban is just a one-off, that Ottawa needs to step in to get the company to do more.
Indicating to the social media groups where we might be going as Parliament right now and into the election may change the behavior that we're seeking to change with social media. They can't just simply wash their hands of this and say, allow us to self-regulate. We've just had too many incidences where hate in the virtual world turns to real violence in the real world.
More Canadian bans could come. Facebook says it has a process it is following, and if certain individuals and organizations meet the criteria, they too could be turfed. Karina Roman, CBC News, Ottawa.